8:38. We have 47 in downtown. Looking at the radar, it looks like there's some rain coming our way, and that's what they exactly said. The meteorologists are right today. How about that? That doesn't happen every day, does it, Sybil?
Did you consult the Farmer's Almanac?
Right.
And I'm channeling Tyler Mickelson right now because he loved that.
Oh man, I tell you, yeah, you were on there when we pulled out the Farmer's Almanac. It was like, bringing out to the
or Tyler Roney.
Tyler Roney. Oh yeah,
yeah.
It was like putting holy water on a non-believer. It was crazy, wasn't
it? No, I don't need the weatherman, and I don't need the almanac. I can feel my joints are aching,
right,
and my allergies are acting up. So I know there's a weather front coming.
There, yeah, and
I'm that old person that sits on the front porch and feels their knee and says, "Oh boy, a big storm's a brewing."
Everybody's got a grandpa that's told that. I think there's going to be something coming here pretty soon. It's going to be in the next day or so.
I got to take up whittling now. I'm going to whittle my wood and forecast the weather with my knee.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because it seems like almost everybody's got like a grandpa that was like that.
Yeah.
My grandpa was like that. He didn't whittle wood. He just sat out there and smoking cigarettes and drinking a whiskey,
Boy, apple didn't fall far from that tree, did it?
Right. Mine might be a cigar too, and that's about it.
Okay, all right.
But it would be a cold beer. But I'm not yet to the. Oh, I can feel it in the knees.
But you are kind of old and crotchety.
I'm getting
curmudgeony.
I'm getting to be that way just because I don't care.
I know. Everybody's getting a little curmudgeony these days.
I know. Like, Jay, you can't say that. I said, yes, I can. I'm old enough now. I can.
Oh, did you ever have social graces?
No, you know what? I'm not politically correct usually either.
Well, we know that about you too.
Yeah. No, I mean, we got the Esterville midgets over there that still playing football.
Can't say that word. Well, gosh darn it. Jay Brooks.
So we talk with Sybil.
Move on.
Yeah, it's gonna rain. It's just acting up so crazy.
My knees really are hurting now.
Yeah. We talk to Sybil every Wednesday. We get the shelter scoop of what's going on, and thanks to Dr. Bruce and everybody over there at the Garner Vet Clinic and Garner Pet Resort in Washington, do a fantastic job. I haven't seen Dr. Bruce in a while, and of course, I haven't seen it because I don't have a dog anymore. Because Dixie.
Well, and then plus there's that potential restraining order that he has against you.
Exactly. Yeah, you are not allowed to come near me or my motorcycle.
1,000 feet of Dr. Bruce.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you lived near him, you used to report his comings and goings often. But now, did he have to move away and go into hiding or something?
No, I had to move.
You had to move away.
No, not really. For people,
I know.
Because they might believe that. They go, "What? Jay had to?" That'd be the rumor on the streets around the listening area. Jay had to move because he had a restraining order against Dr. Bruce. But
I mean, you've reported on his comings and goings is just kind of, an observational, conversational way. And we love Dr. Bruce. He's a great vet and a great guy. And we know that he knows that we're just joshing around with him.
Yeah. Because somebody might go, oh my goodness, Jay's losing a sponsor. But no.
Yeah. God, I better stop this and fix it.
Yeah, right.
We love you, Dr. Bruce.
He does do an awesome job with the animals and families. And, I've been through different things with him, taking the dogs in for the shots and getting this done or that done. And then, if for some reason your animal gets to a certain spot, that you got to make that tough decision. I mean, he's very good with that as well. So to help comfort the family but farm animals to, household animals, your little furry friends, they do a great job. So, can't thank Dr. Bruce enough.
Absolutely. And, we get in a lot of animals here at the shelter that are either released to us from people who can no longer take care of them or moving, whatever reason. And then we also get in a lot of animals in the stray shelter that are obviously picked up as stray in the community. And, I keep track of this every year of the percentage of animals that come in that have current vet work. And obviously the strays that aren't reclaimed, I don't know if their vet work is current or not. But, a good majority, I would say like last year, it was around 85% of animals that came in, strayed and owner released, strays that were reclaimed and then owner releases. that we knew their history. I would say about 85% of them had not been to a vet in the last at least year, and their vet work wasn't current. They didn't have a current rabies vaccine, which is required by law. And, they hadn't been seen by a vet in a while, or at least a year. And to me, that's a little problematic because just like, well, I don't have kids, but if I did, you're supposed to be taking your kids not to the vet, to the doctor.
Right.
Once a year. And, we as aging adults should be going to the doctor once a year as well. And so, it just seems like natural that you need to be taking your pets to the doctor as well. And you should be. But, unfortunately, a lot of people don't do that. But, by taking your pet to the vet annually, your veterinarians like Dr. Bruce and our community veterinarians can give your pet an exam. And, maybe there's a minor issue happening that your veterinarian will catch and then, fix for your pet and extend their life rather than just letting it go. And, it turns into something bigger and it's, kind of too late. So, I always recommend that people follow through with annual checkups for their pets and take them in just for that annual exam with their vet and get them checked out.
It'd be nice if they had like a one-stop shop where you take your pet and you have an appointment with your pet goes over to the vet and then you go to the doctor right there in one spot.
Well, maybe you could talk to Dr. Bruce about that.
Right. Yeah. I got a new concept, Doc. You're not going to believe.
Hey, Dr. Bruce, can you look at this mole for me?
Right. It's going to be huge, Go there and, get everybody fixed all at once.
Oh, my God. He is for sure dropping his sponsorship.
No, what are you not fixed? Meaning anything's wrong with you.
Okay.
That didn't come out right, though, when you're talking about pets and being, So, worry. Yeah, that's that.
Oh boy,
that went right down. I stepped into a big culvert hole or whatever. So things are.
Anyway, speaking of pets, do you want to talk about some pets?
Oh, I thought we were. Okay, what do we got going on? What do we got going?
Well, I had two in particular that I wanted to make sure and talk about and direct people to our website to meet a little bit better. We have animals that. Sometimes we have animals that come in here and they're in here and out of here within a week. They're adopted really quickly, or maybe it's a couple weeks while we're waiting for their vet work to get done. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we have animals, though, that it takes a lot longer for them to be adopted because maybe they have special adoption needs or placement needs and requirements that make it a little bit more difficult to find their home for them. But we are a no-kill facility, meaning we don't euthanize animals that have been in our care because they've been here too long or because we lack space. So animals come to us, they stay with us until they're adopted. And honestly, we've never had an animal not be adopted. Over the years, we've had, dogs that have been here for an extended period of time and cats as well. There's always someone out there. I say there's a home for every pet and there's a pet for every home. And we just have to find them and make them meet in the middle. Sure. But two of the dogs that I wanted to focus on a little bit one is a pit bull named Bear, Behr. He is a big beefcake, baked potatoes, smush face, meatloaf. He's got a lot of nicknames around here. But he is a huge, handsome boy. He's been here now for a year and a half, and that's a long period of time that we don't like to see an animal here that long. Right. But his deal is he needs to be the only pet in the home. He can't live with other dogs. He can't live with kitties, and he'd do best without younger kids. He's one of those, like, if he has a toy in his mouth and a little kid came up to try to grab it out of his mouth, he might get a little excessive with his playtime, with his play with them. So, yes, these are all factors and that have made his adoption placement a bit more difficult, but we know there's a home out there for Bear and that can give him that kind of safe space and give him the life that he deserves. So information about Bear is on our website. The other one is London. She's a black lab border collie mix, female. She's been here for going on a year and a half as well. She was actually adopted from us as a puppy, and then things changed in the family, and they had to bring there you go. And they had to bring her back to us. She's a very devoted person. She likes to find the person in the family that she connects with and kind of stick with them. And she wants people to be home often. She has a bit of separation anxiety a little bit. And so,
what's the name of the dog?
London. She's the set right there. You just she's right next, right there. Yep. But she's very active. She would love to have a jogging or a walking partner. And then she can be selective with other dogs. She doesn't like cats, and she'd do best in a home without children. But again, This is a dog who deserves a new leash on life and a second chance. And we are providing these dogs the best care possible in our shelter, but our ideal place for them is in a person's home. And so,
yeah, go ahead.
well, we encourage people to check out all of our animals. I just wanted to highlight these two because they've been with us for a while. All of our animals are listed on our website, hsni.org.
And I love it when the dogs, when they come in, that they're really honest about themselves. Because I could be selective with other dogs. I do not like cats. I would do best in a home without kids. You don't like kids, don't like cats. Yeah, so it's nice when they come in and tell you honestly up front, right? So
Absolutely. We would never want to send an animal into a home where members of the household's safety is in jeopardy, or our animal that we're sending safety is in jeopardy. And we really want you to be happy with your new pet, and we want our new pet, our pet, to be happy with you as their new family. And so, we really try hard. We'd rather have an animal be with us for a little bit longer in the hopes that we can match them up with what they need in a home, rather than just send them out the door and hope it works out. That's just not the way we do things.
So those are two of the pets, the old scoop at the shelter scoop we do every Wednesday. Bear in London. Check them out on the websites. Like Sybil mentioned. Sybil, as always, great to see you and great to talk to you and get caught up on what's going on with the shelter.
It's the highlight of my week.
I'm sure it is.